So today I'm going to show you a database, which is a government database, and it really is a supplement or more extensive than the Occupational Outlook Handbook. So to get to the ONET database, I want everyone to click on the Web Resources tab in your course guide, and then you're going to scroll down and find ONET Online Skills Search. I'm going to open that up. This is a great database because it really gives you a granular, finite look at a job. And to start searching, if you don't really know what you want to search, I suggest you start with Career Cluster. So if you can see my mouse clicked on Find Occupations, and there's a drop-down menu, and we get Career Cluster. And what this does is it brings up job families. So if you're looking for a position in the health sciences field or hospitality and tourism, manufacturing, marketing, you would click on those headings and then pick a position within there. So we're going to start with business management and administration. And then you hit go. And you can see that it brings up jobs under different categories within a company. So there's administrative support positions, there's business information management, which are like IT positions, general management, human resources management, operations management. We are going to start with an administrative support position, and we're going to click on Human Resources Assistant. So you get a summary when you open it up, and it gives you a little summary of the job. Gives you other titles. This might be called out in job posting boards. So it gives you an idea that the title can be different, but the content of the job will be the same. And underneath, you'll see that there are links to each section within this overview. So if I wanted to look up work context, I could click on that and jump to that. But for this demonstration, I just want to scroll through and show you what each job overview has. And this is really more extensive than what's in the Occupational Handbook. So as we look, we can see that there are tasks that they provide. This is what you would be doing on a daily basis. These are the technology skills that are required. Some of the knowledge and background that you might have to have in order to be hired into this position, as well as skills and abilities, because they're looking for someone who has experience with speaking clearly and being able to express themselves, because if you're in human resources, you are definitely dealing with problems on a daily basis and need to be able to speak with employees. Then we have work activities, and you'll notice that on all of these there's a little plus sign. So if I clicked on that, what it's going to do is bring up related occupations that have the same types of work activities. So maybe you'll realize, oh, maybe I really want to look at information technology project managers, and you click on that and read about that job. I'm going to X out of that. So each plus sign will give you additional job titles. And you can see in this job that you have to interact with computers. You have to really be good at interpersonal relationships with people, because you are going to be dealing with different people across the company. Then they give you detailed work activities. And the work context is interesting because it will tell you what percentage of your time will be spent doing each of these tasks. And then you keep scrolling through. The education section is also helpful. How much education do people in this type of job have? So 34% have a bachelor's degree, 27% have associates, and 21% have a high school diploma. So it kind of gives you an idea of when people get hired, what their background is like. And then we get to interests and work styles, and these are also very helpful because if you are the type of person who is very social, you might enjoy this type of position. It's a social occupation because you're communicating and teaching people all day long, and you really have to be good at kind of being good at starting up and keeping projects going on your own. And attention to detail, cooperation, dependability are all very important work styles. Then you look at work values. And again, these are also very important to this position. And if we clicked on, let's say, support, you'd see that other positions fall under that as well for this work value. And then it gives you some related occupations. And then two pieces of information that are probably very valuable for your essay are the current wages. So to look at current state wages for this position, I'm going to click on Locate Salary Information, and we're going to click on Massachusetts and hit Go. And what this tells you is if you were hired for this position, this is probably the low amount that you could expect to earn, $29,000. And as you move along throughout your career as an HR assistant, the most that you could make is about $64,000. It will give you the details for Massachusetts, which is the red bar, as well as the blue, which is the U.S. And then the additional one is the trends. So again, click the state, click Go, and now you can see what the projection is for jobs. It's showing a 2% decline both in Massachusetts and across the U.S., but there's still going to be a need for this type of position. And then as we go through, there'll be be a link to job openings, which is helpful because if you wanted to go out and look at what kinds of jobs are posted, you can read those job descriptions and determine whether your skills fit those jobs and maybe what you need to work on. And again, they'll be giving you other sources to look at, like associations that are related to this profession and the Occupational Outlook Handbook itself. So if I click on that, it will link me directly to the Occupational Handbook, but it's giving me an overview, kind of, not exactly that position. It's talking about information clerks in general. So this is why I think the ONET database really is more effective, because you are getting a true overview of what the job entails, what kind of education you will need, and the real specifics. The Occupational Handbook is good because it does contain, a summary, quick facts, what the income levels are and the job outlooks, and it will give you an overview of what the position entails and how you can become this kind of, what your skills and education you need, but it's a little bit less of a detailed overview, whereas ONET really gives you a detailed overview. Now, there is one other way to search in here. If you had a job title in mind, you can type in travel agent, and you'll get a list of jobs that relate to that, but the one that I want to look at is the very top one. So we open that, and again, you walk through and look through what skills, knowledge, abilities, and things of that nature that fit with this position. So that is the demonstration I wanted to give you. I think ONET is an excellent tool and will help you really gather the information you need to write your essay.